So, question for you, Carolyn.
Yes.
If you were locked in a pantry for 12 hours, give me 2 to 3 people that you would like to be stuck in there with.
Oh, see? That's fun. That's a fun question.
Yes.
So, yeah. And I'm Carolyn Smith.
I'm Diana Thornton.
We are realtors with the Carpenter Kessel team at Compass, and we like to share our thoughts on lifestyle and real estate and coastal living. And we would love for you all to give us some topic ideas or tell us your thoughts on anything we talk about, good or bad.
Yes.
So please share. And that gave me time to think about who I want to be locked in a closet with. I think the first person is, and this is something I think about all the time, is my grandmother, who's no longer with us.
Aww.
Yeah, I really would, because when I was young, we were like little soulmates,
Yes.
my grandmother and I, and she passed away when I was in my early 20s. Okay. And there were so many questions that I have for her that I didn't get to ask. Yes. And one of them is like, well, so she and my grandfather traveled across the United States in a car, and then my grandfather had early Alzheimer's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so when she was, they had saved all their money to travel when they retired, but then he couldn't. So she went to all these cool places by herself. Like she went and saw the Great Wall of China. She did
That's amazing.
Yeah, she did all this cool stuff all over the world, but she had to go by herself. Well, she went with like groups or whatever. Sure. But I'm like, I want to hear about that. Yes. And I don't get to. So a cool thing is I saw on TikTok, there's a thing a guy invented, and I guess he went on Shark Tank, and it's called like Memento, where it's a way for people to record their life story for like future generations.
That's really sweet.
So they can record that. I know, and I wish I had that. So
really
look it up. I wish I had more information, but yes, I failed and don't have that. Okay. So your first person.
My first person. Okay. If we're doing, obviously I do have family members I would, love to be with. But if we're doing outside of family members.
Yes, we are.
I don't want to cry.
No crying allowed.
I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I would love, honestly, I think I would love to be locked in a pantry with Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart! That's a good one. Funny. He's so funny.
I feel like we would just, I don't know. I just think he's hysterical.
Yes. Yes. He would be fun. Like the 12 hours would be gone in like 2 minutes.
I know. But I think that'd be really fun.
It would be.
I would laugh with him. And that was because I had thought about this a little bit. I would laugh with him. If you wanted to bring Dwayne Rock Johnson, I'm cool with that. 'Cause their banter would be hysterical. If I wanted to, how like girly chat, I feel like it'd be like Reese Witherspoon.
Oh my gosh, you pick good people.
And then if I wanted to learn something, I think that I have a couple. Either Ed Milet, who I mentioned before, and the podcast I listened to, or Alex and his wife, Alex Hrmozy and his wife.
I thought you meant Alex, who runs our podcast.
No. They're lovely too. But Alex Hrmozy, yes. So that's who I feel like they're really great. I listen to all their podcasts and stuff, so I feel like that would be an educational thing. Yeah. So that's who I would choose.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So my other person, I'm not that interesting. The other person I would choose is like my best friend, Leanne, because she lives in St. Pete, and like every time we don't get together enough, but every time we do, like we can't shut up.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, it would make the time go really fast.
Yes.
And she likes the same snacks as me. And being locked in the pantry, maybe we would be like enjoying the same snacks.
That's so funny though, because you picked, people that personally, and I went the opposite because one, I also didn't want to tear up or anything, but yes, I would love, my dad who has passed away, I would love to, sit and chat with him. Yeah. My grandmother as well. But so.
Well, I
like that.
I'm not as interesting.
No,
I would
it's
like somebody very funny, but then I'm like 12 hours of somebody very funny. Maybe after, like,
do you ever watch afterwards? You'd just be laughing the whole time.
Do you ever watch comedy specials and you're like, they're really, really funny, and then you're like 10 minutes in, you're like, okay, I'm done.
Sometimes. But I feel like I don't ever get that way with Kevin Hart, though.
No, well, Kevin Hart's consistently funny. Yes, I think maybe it's the up-and-coming ones who, like, they give all their good jokes in the beginning.
Or in the trailer, and you watch the trailer, and then you watch the whole thing, and you're like, oh, okay. Yep.
Like, I've been watching, what's her name? Leanne something. She's all over my feed now. Morgan, is that her last name? She's probably in her 50s.
Okay.
And she's Southern. And she's in some new movie with Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
That's coming out. like where they're at a wedding or something. Anyway, and she is very, very funny and very Southern.
A little Southern belle?
Yeah. No, well, she's not a belle.
Okay.
She's
Southern.
She is very
Bless
Southern.
her heart.
And
Gotcha.
she's very funny. So she would be good to watch. So I would enjoy that. So
Nice. I love that.
Anyway, we would like to hear who you want to be locked in a closet with.
Who would you be interested in spending 12 hours with?
12 in a closet, in a pantry.
Yes.
A big pantry. It has to be a walk-in.
Walk-in with snacks.
And maybe a bathroom attached.
Yes.
Because 12 hours. 12 hours is a long time, especially if there's snacks and drinks. Yes. But anyway, let us know. And I think that's it.
Yep.
So we'll talk to you next time.
See you.
Cheers.